Good morning, everybody. How you doing? This is your boy, Coach Dante. Starting off your morning with coffee and sports in the morning. Here I got my co-host, Mo Better. How you doing, my man, Mo?
Hey, good morning, Coach. How's it going?
Everything going good, going great, going gravy with me. Shout out to everybody. Today we got game 2 and we got the WNBA back. I will be live for both of those games. WNBA. It's nice to see Brittany Griner coming back tonight. We'll be on for that one. That will be a late night game right after the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'll be
But
watching that.
them ladies can ball. Them ladies real good, man. They deserve a lot of respect over here, man. So especially BG is coming back for her to be playing ball again. That's something special. But other than that, Mo said he's doing very well. But I say we don't know if the Lakers are doing very well as of right now. But other than that, Lakers had some momentum yesterday. It came out early. They were playing some good defense. I feel like they were hustling for every loose ball. They played hard, but at the end of the day, Denver ends up with the win. Lakers kind of fell apart at the end of that game. And Jamal Murray decided to turn back into bubble Jamal Murray all of a sudden. Jamal Murray, 37 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Jokic had a kind of off night, but he had a triple-double as you expected. 23, 12, and 17. You had Caldwell Pope, and yesterday I believe I said it kind of said it perfectly. You don't need Caldwell Pope to have one of those big old games like you won't need him. You won't need Caldwell Pope to have a big old game like he did yesterday. He only had 8 points. As long as Michael Porter Jr. can get you 16, and as long as Jamal Murray continue to step up, you won't need Caldwell Pope. I believe I said it for yesterday, so I got to go see what I said again. But other than that, Rui Hachimura continue to play great. 21 points. You had 22 for Austin Reaves. D'Angelo Russell chipped in 10. LeBron James was kind of bad yesterday. 22 and 10. Shot too many threes. Settled for too much. 0 for 6 from the 3-point line. D'Angelo Russell continued to jack up shots in bad situations. And AD didn't show up pretty much. I know 18 points, 14 rebounds. I know the stat sheet is good, but 4 for 15? Mo, what happened?
It was just a struggle. You saw how well they played in the first half. AD didn't shoot well in the first half, but he was impacting the game in the first half. I just thought the Lakers ran out of gas. It really looked, because when you're playing the Nuggets, right, you're playing a system. They've got 6 guys that average double figures throughout the regular season. And there's a fluidity to how they play. And I just thought that the Lakers never disrupted anything the Nuggets did. Like, yes, Jokic, he was contained in a sense of scoring, but those offensive rebounds, those are second chance points that he pushes out to somebody else. He also gets the assist for that. Like, he was productive and dominant in another area. That's what makes him a tough guard, because he can hurt you in multiple ways. And I thought that when the Lakers played good defense, they couldn't secure the rebounds a lot of times. Like, Denver just dominated the boards again to me. And more importantly, when you look at the matchups, you know going in that Jokic is their best player, but the most important player is Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, when he's doing what he can do with shot creation and his ability to make tough shots, contested shots, Denver becomes a special team. Denver becomes a championship team. I respect their depth. I love what Bruce Brown gives. You can make a case that so far in the first 2 games, Bruce Brown is probably the 4th best player in this series. He's been that consistent. Like, when you look at what Russell and you're not getting what you got from Schroeder and Russell, when they struggle like that versus what Bruce Brown is doing by himself, he's outplaying those 2 guys combined. And then you throw in how solid Eric Gordon is. Here comes Porter Jr. with his 16. Here comes KCP with his 14. They're so fluid. if they average double digits across the boards and the Lakers don't do anything to disrupt that, I don't know how you can win this series. The way they played defense in the first half, I love that. In the second half, I really thought they got tired and they just couldn't maintain that. Because when you play a team like Denver, you have to show, recover. You have to do multiple actions, and I don't know if the Lakers can maintain that over 48 minutes. That's the struggle.
Yep, and like I say, the rebounding edge was 49-40. So Denver did out rebound them by 9 points in this game. Uh, like you said, so what came in my mind just a few minutes ago, difference between that Golden State series and that in this series. Denver got a lot of guys that can break you down off the dribble. They got guys that can really make something happen off the dribble. You got Michael Porter Jr. who can create it, he can create his own shot. But not only that, you got Jamal Murray and Jokic do that 2-man game that the Lakers do not really know how to stop.
Nobody does.
Nobody knows how to stop, but the Lakers have no answer for it. Jamal Murray is not all about just stopping and popping and just shooting threes all day long, because that's what the Golden State Warriors did. They played right into the lake what the Lakers want to do, especially if you're not going to make them. But when you have a ball handler that consistently can break you down off the dribble and can do multiple things and can attack the defense like Jamal Murray did, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Like you said, you ain't gonna stop Nikola Jokic. Yes, he was inefficient, but that dude's got so much basketball IQ, man. You try to double him, he's gonna find an open guy. And right now, that's kind of hurting the Lakers. He got too much of a good basketball IQ, and he's picking them apart. He's finding guys wide open. He's finding cracks in that defense when you're trying to bring a weak side double team, or when you're trying to bring a weak side help. And he's so tall. He's 6'11". He can see over that double team real good. And I like the way Denver, when he's getting double team, guys are moving around, guys are cutting to the rim. It's hard. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to stop that.
It's hard to guard them because they're constantly moving, coach. And and unlike most teams in the NBA, they kind of get away. They can do the 2-man game. They can do pick and roll, but they actually have sets. They run. I would call a watered down version of the Princeton offense. It's a lot of picks, a lot of back cuts, and it all centers around what Joker does and how the defense is guarding him. He reacts to what they're doing to him, and if you double him, he's gonna find the open man. If you single him, he's gonna beat you up in the post. Not to mention his ability to shoot from the outside. It's really tough to stop. My only problem with the Lakers is that your bad shot selection ignites their offense. Like, if you're not shooting the ball well from three, don't jack up threes. LeBron I thought he played well except for the ill-timed threes. He's not shooting the ball well from three. And Denver knows that. They're going to give LeBron James the three-point shot all day long. They'd rather him take threes than get to the basket or be able to get downhill and create open looks for other people. I just think that right now, Joker, and not to mention, look, Mike Malone too, because like I said, they run a broken down version of what Princeton does in that offense. Mike Malone is out coaching Darvin Ham, and Darvin Ham has been solid, but Mike Malone is out coaching Darvin, and the matchups do matter. Look, Rui Hachimura, Rui has been shooting the skin off the ball. I mean, the guy, he's shooting right now the way Devin Booker shot in the second round. Like, that's his shooting splits. If I had one complaint about Rui, is that he's 6'10" or 6'11". You got to do more than give me one rebound. Like, I love the points. You got to do better than one rebound, bro. Give me 5, 6. Just you got to get in there and get on the boards, because we're getting eaten alive on second chance points. And when Denver can play fast, we're in trouble. The funny thing was, when they slowed Denver down, that's when it became the Jamal Murray show. If he's going to be able to get downhill and get to the basket or pull back, and he's the only now Denver does have some good shooters, but Jamal Murray is the only one that can create in space and make tough fallaways like that are contested. Like, he's a unique player, and like you said, Coach, if he's going to be bubble Jamal Murray, the Lakers are in trouble.
I believe that. If you can get Jamal Murray to be that type of Jamal Murray right now, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. And the comment with Jokic, it's going to with Jokic doing what he does, continue to get triple doubles, and you got Jamal Murray out there doing what he does and knocking down those shots and shooting fadeaways and all that like that consistently. It's going to be hard for the Lakers to get this series. And then Michael Porter Jr., to me, he's the X factor. I mean, if he can keep giving you 16 to 15 points, hey, it's going to be tough for the Lakers.
He makes some big shots.
Yeah, and I think the Lakers, again, basically, I'm going to give Denver played some pretty solid defense, especially at the end of the game. 103 points, that's not bad. It's not a bad defensive performance. It's not a bad defensive performance. But also, they did hold Denver to, they did show some signs of playing great defense on the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets just made shots last night. Lakers kind of got tired.
Well,
Couldn't make shots. Go
here's the
ahead.
thing, Coach. Anybody not named Austin Reaves on the Lakers? I'm talking about everybody else that shot from the 3-point line. Everybody else that shot from the 3-point line went 3 for 19.
Damn.
That's not good enough.
Mm-mm.
That's not good enough. Like, if LeBron's going to jack up 6 threes, dude, you got to make 3 of those. I would rather him just do what he does, at least throughout the first half. Get in the post, man. Get in the post, because when you're in the post and you can get that switch on Murray, there's nobody that can match up to him if he's going to get into the. I'd rather him get into the post or get downhill than just shoot ill-timed threes. To me, when he takes a 3, he's letting the defense off the hook.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the Lakers get into a score for score matchup, they're not winning that matchup. It's not gonna win. That's not haven't happened to you last game. It didn't happen to you this game. If the Lakers decide to get into a shootout and a score for score, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna beat Denver like that. You're gonna have to find a way to rebound the basketball, hold Denver to one and done. And you're gonna have to find a way to get some defensive stops, man, and make Denver uncomfortable. You're gonna have to make them uncomfortable. You're gonna have to have a hand in their face every single time they shoot, because again, you're not gonna win a score for score matchup with these guys.
Coach, they're comfortable. If you look at the series, I think every Nuggets, I'm talking about in their main rotation, I think everybody's shooting 48% and up. That's from the field, and then from the 3-point line, I think most of them are shooting almost 50% from 3. Like, they're more than comfortable. Like, the Lakers have done nothing to make them uncomfortable. Like, I think Denver has total control in the sense that they know, or at least they have the belief so far, when we're playing our game, they can't stop us. That's what they believe. When they're playing their, never mind what the Lakers do on offense, what Denver is saying is when we're on offense, they can't stop us.
Yep, especially you got Bruce Brown coming off that bench. I say one of my favorite players. That just go coast to coast like that, and nobody's stopping the basketball. Nobody just trying to get in front of him. That's unacceptable right there. So we'll see what adjustments the Lakers make in game number 3. So other than that, the Lakers had a poor shooting night as well. They did have a poor shooting night. They were bad at the field, like you were saying, and the field of play for us 3-point shooting. They were 8 for 30 in 3-point shooting. They had 26 free throws. They've been aggressive. They were able to get to the basket and be aggressive. 26 free throws, but when you're shooting 8 for 30, you're not going to win too many ball games. Shooting 8 for 30, especially against a Denver team that is really hot. That shot 36% from behind the arc. That's pretty good right there. But can AD continue to have a role pattern in scoring? Do you think he continue that?
You mean the up and down scoring?
Yeah, up and down scoring. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make this simple. If he has a 30-point game in game 3 and then follows that up with a 15-14 game, that's more than likely we're going back to Denver 3-1. Denver. He can't do it. He has to be aggressive and he's got to be effective. You can be bad shooting. You can struggle with your shot, but that doesn't mean you stop being aggressive. If AD gets 25 points and it's an ugly 25 because most of it is from the foul line, I'll take that. That means he's being aggressive. But to me, to me, he's spending too much time when he's one-on-one with Joker trying to outquick Joker, and it's not working because Joker's smart enough to play the angles on him. So he's to me, AD's wasting a lot of time trying to outquick him. Just accept the challenge that there's going to be some contact between the two of you and be more aggressive. Like get into his chest. If Joker blocks your shot, he blocks your shot, but I'd rather you be aggressive than trying to be finessed because that's not working.
Yeah, and like I say, Anthony Davis, I said this all along. Anthony Davis kind of helped you play defense a little bit by facing up, settling, shooting that outside jump shot. People would give him that all day long. If you're not attacking the basket, if you're not going to attack the basket, and you're going to sit up there face up and shoot outside jumpers, I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day long because you know what, you're being less aggressive when you do that, and you're helping me. You're helping me guard you, and we can get the ball out and run. Or if you want to, I rather go to your body, attack you, jump into you, and finish and embellish the referees to give me a call. I rather do that than have to settle all the time. Or if I see a small person on me, I'm definitely backing him down and attacking. I'm not going to shoot a jump shot when I see a smaller person. I know help is going to come, and I got to trust my guys to knock that down. It helped, but you got to take advantage. You got to take advantage of when smaller guys being able to guard you. You got to somehow take advantage or make a quick move. You can't wait. You don't want to all the time as a big wait to a defense to try to double team you. You want to go quick as you can. Go quick as you can when you get a smaller guy. But like you said, Jokic is also 6'11". He's 7 foot.
With
So
long
he's tall
arms.
enough. Yeah, but he's tall enough to contest. And the biggest thing for you to do, you got to go at him. You got to get him, try to get inside of him. You can't give him an opportunity to play an angle up on you, or you can't bail him out with a jump shot because you're only helping him, helping his cause out. Then Jokic is already bigger than Anthony Davis. Jokic, I done seen Jokic last night really post Anthony Davis up. He missed the hook shot, but you can tell how strong Jokic is. Jokic is strong. He can't move laterally like that, but Jokic is strong inside. When that dude get the ball inside, that dude is hard to stop inside.
He's a beast. And the thing is, you know this, coach, series are about trying to expose your opponent's weaknesses. The Nuggets have already exposed the Lakers' obvious weakness. They're a terrible transition defensive team. And on the other side of it, they know that the Lakers are an inconsistent perimeter shooting team. The Nuggets, they're not a great defensive team, but they can play solid defense. And if they're going to live with LeBron, D'Lo taking contested jump shots, and really, as good as D'Angelo Russell played in the Warriors series, and I thought he was solid in that series at times, they've basically made him ineffective. They've made him ineffective. They've made Dennis Schroeder ineffective. This war about depth is not a war right now. It's really lopsided because Bruce Brown by himself is out playing their bench.
Yep.
With the exception of Rui. Rui's played well, but when you look at what Russell and Schroeder has done in this series, they've given you nothing.
They're giving you nothing. And it seemed like D'Lo hurts the team more than he helps the team. Said that multiple times. He liked to take. He's a scorer. He's a score first option. He's a score first option. And when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. He hurts the offense tremendously. So other than that, the next one is Game 3, a must win for the Lakers. I will say hell yeah. I think both games at home is must win. If you're gonna ask me,
I think you have to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, coach, you're right. You can't lose either one of them. So let's just say games 3 and 4 must win.
Yeah, I think.
And if you lose three, whatever you do in 4, you know the series is over. If you lose 3, whatever you do in 4, it's just doing it. You're doing it for pride then because the series is over.
Yep. So both of these are must win. Both of these definitely a must win going back home. You got a feeling if Denver can come out with a split, you got a feeling you ain't beating Denver 3 times in a row. You got a feeling you can't. I don't see you beating Denver 3 times in a row. Especially they got another home game. They do got 2 home games left. So
and they don't lose at home so far.
They don't lose at home so far. I think they undefeated at home so far. So like if you had a choice to make, because it's a big off season also for the Lakers, because you got Austin Reaves and you also got Rui Hachimura. Who are you signing? If you have to make a choice out of both of those, who are you signing back? Coming back.
If I really have to decide, rather than just go, you know what, we're going to go into the luxury tax. Because if it was me, I'm just going to say we're going into the luxury tax, and I'm going to bring them both back.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to take one of them, I'm probably going to take Reaves, because as good as Rui is, more times than not, this league is still dominated by perimeter players. Like you need to have guys on the wings that can get shots, that can kind of create a little bit. That's very important in this NBA. I love Rui. To me, you want them both back. I would rather have them both back. Trade Mo Bamba's contract because he doesn't do anything anyway. All Mo Bamba do, Mo Bamba coaches like me and you. The only advantage
Yep.
is he got a great seat watching a professional basketball game, but he's not
Yep.
playing. So,
Yep.
so yeah, we can move him and keep them. The only problem that might make that a really that might make that a problem, I'm saying, is Austin Reaves is gonna get a lot of money, and the question is how high. I know they'll make him a fair deal. They'll make him a fair offer, but I don't know if they're gonna make him the biggest offer. And that's the question. You might very well just lose him in a bidding war.
See, that's why I think it's going to happen this offseason. I think the Lakers are going to make him an offer, but I believe a team is going to see that, like what they're seeing now, they know how Austin Reaves can, they know he can play. They know he's really good. They know a lot of teams are going to be looking to make him a bigger offer. I think the Lakers are going to make, like you said, going to make him a fair deal, enough to entice him come back, try to come back. But a team is going to swoop in now and make him a bigger offer that he can't really refuse.
That's
And
why
now,
your question is so important, Coach.
yep,
They're going to make him a fair offer because they're going to try to keep them both.
yep,
And
yep,
and and that might be the mistake. They should just go ahead and go, let's make him an offer he can't refuse, and we'll lose Rui. But that, I mean,
yep,
it's either or. But that, I think you're 100% right. They're going to make him a fair offer, and somebody's going to swoop in and offer him something insane like $80 million, and he's
yep.
gone.
Then he's gone, and now your option is to keep Rui. Now your second best option is to keep Rui. So the last thing you want to do is lose both of them.
Right,
Lose, kind
right,
of lose
right.
both of them.
What happens if you lose them both? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's the guy. So you gotta choose out of either one. So if I'm choosing, like you said, I'm going all in on Austin Reaves. I'm trying to do whatever I can to keep him in LA and not to let him move. I will be okay with Rui walking, not resigning, well, not getting him back. But if we can get him back on a cheaper deal, we'll try to cover that. But other than that, our goal is to try to keep Austin Reaves on this team. But team, he's gonna have teams that's gonna call, that's going to offer him to 85 to 75 million. He's on the
Oh,
verge of
easy, easy.
getting 4 years, 50 mil, but I believe a team is going to offer him a 4-year deal worth at least 80 or 75 million. I believe he'll take that and go somewhere, probably go somewhere, end up somewhere else. But the Lakers are going to make it close as they can. But another team that going to need his services, they're gonna try to get in there. They're gonna try to get him away at the last second. So he's gonna get a lot of drawing. And let's see if the Lakers do
And the
keep him.
guy's 20. He's 24 years. The thing is,
He's young. He's very young. Yep.
him and Rui, they're both 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If you factor in, what is the kid that played well? My mind is a blank. From San Antonio, he was on the Spurs. He's on the Lakers now. He wasn't in the rotation. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, he
Uh,
wasn't in the rotation.
no, but he's played recently. Remember, he was big. He was eating Steph alive. I can't. I'm drawing a blank on the name. I think he's number 4.
Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker Jr. Lonnie Walker's also 24 years old. Like in a perfect world, you'd love to be able to keep those guys who are not even quite coming into their prime yet at that
Mm-hmm.
age, because AD's not going anywhere. And you got to figure. Well, at least I'm figuring LeBron's planning on retiring a Laker. I could be wrong because he can surprise you. So you're still going to have an opportunity to contend.
Yep. LeBron already said he's gonna go out. When his son Bronny come out, he's gonna go wherever his son is gonna go.
Oh
So
yeah, I
at
know.
some point, he's gonna leave LA. When his son decides to come out, he's gonna leave LA. He's gonna to retire he's gonna retire playing with his son. I think that's what he said he wants. But other than that, we got game 2 tonight. preview game 2 tonight of the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. What do you expect, Mo, for this game tonight?
I expect the Celtics to come out playing desperate. They have to. This is a must win for them. You go home 0-2. Actually, you go into Miami 0-2. I think you're done because the best you can expect going back to Miami 0-2, you might get one. I'm not even saying you're going to get one. You might get one. I actually think that if the Miami Heat win tonight, I think they would break the Celtics spirits. I really think they would. Like what do you expect to happen going back to Miami with Jimmy Buckets, that crowd around? Miami's not losing twice in Miami coming back with a 2-0 lead. You this is must win. You cannot go down on the road, heading to the road 0-2 in the conference finals. And the scary part about this is we know it's very possible, right? We know what Miami can do. Miami's greedy. Miami's looking at them right now going, they're greedy. They remember. You think Jimmy Butler doesn't remember that breakaway when he pulled up and shot that three? The last time they met, you think Jimmy is trying to take the Celtics out. He's on a mission. And I really think as desperate as Boston comes out to play, I think Miami's going to match their energy. So I think game 2 is going to be a great game.
You know what really happened, Mo? You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say I think the Sixers let a fire up under Jimmy Butler. I really think they kind of did. I think they let a fire up under Jimmy Butler. Minnesota did. I believe Minnesota played a part, but I believe by the Sixers not paying him, the Sixers are paying for that right now. They're like, damn, how can we let him walk? How can we let him go? That could have been us right now in the Eastern Conference Finals. And Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo is good, but you're not considering him as a star or a superstar. I consider him as a very good player. As a very good player, that's close to a star type of caliber player, but I consider him as a very good player. I don't think Bam is a number one on a championship team. I don't think so. But I think Jimmy, he is showing that he's a number one on a team. And again, Jimmy Butler, how can Jimmy Butler get this team probably the worst roster in the playoffs to an NBA final, NBA finals he did, until Eastern Conference Finals twice, and Joel Embiid can't do it. Can't even do it. But that's saying something about Jimmy Butler. This guy is a star, bro. This guy is a borderline superstar, dude. And
well, to me, more importantly, Coach, he's a playoff superstar.
That's what he is. But he doesn't average 34 like Joel Embiid in the regular season, and he doesn't need to. But as long as he steps up when it matters the most, that's all that matters. Jimmy Butler still averaged 20 points, 22 points in the regular season. So just because, I mean, I'm not trying to hear all that crap about he's a top 30 player. I don't think he's a top 30 player in the regular season. Hell no. I think he's a borderline top 12. Top 12. You can put him in the top 10. I don't give a damn about that. He steps up when it matters the most. That's one thing I'm going to count on Jimmy Butler for. So I believe he's a borderline top 10 player in the NBA. He steps up when it matters the most. Bradley Beal hasn't tasted success yet. Hasn't seen an ounce of success. Yes, he's a very good scorer. If you got Paul George over Jimmy Butler, I disagree with that. He made it to one Western Conference final. I think Jimmy Butler is a better player than Paul George, better overall basketball player than he is. And plus, Paul George don't stay on the court. And plus, Paul George, he's got number one option material, but I haven't seen him lead his team to a finals or Eastern Conference final. We have seen Jimmy Butler on multiple occasions did that. Shit, Minnesota was on a goddamn 13-year playoff drought. And you know what Jimmy Butler came in and did? They were in the playoffs. They were in the third seed before he got hurt. They went down to the 8th seed, and he come back up. He carries them in the playoffs. Yes, they lost, and I believe him being hurt played a factor in it, and them being the 8th seed. But other than that, I'm gonna put Jimmy Butler as a top 10 player in the NBA. I'm gonna just go ahead and pull a plug and do it. He's not a superstar in the regular season, but he's a superstar when you need him to be.
I
And the
think
man
Jimmy
still averaged
Butler's
22 points a game in the regular season. He's still an all-star. He's still an all-star and an all-defender. Go
I
ahead,
think
Mo.
Jimmy Butler's as good as Kawhi Leonard is. He's probably better than Kawhi Leonard in the sense that he's always available when it
He's
counts, when it
always
matters
available
most.
as of right now.
I think I think he's on that level. Like Jimmy Butler, when it like you said in the regular season, no, he's not going to average 28 points a game. He's not likely going to be in the top 3 for MVP voting. But I don't think he cares about stuff like
I don't
that.
think that's what I'm saying. I don't think he really cares. He's gonna be on an all-defensive team. If it's second team, first team, he's gonna get 22 points a game. He's gonna be an all-star. But again, he doesn't care about the point. And he's gonna get you 5 assists,
Right.
six rebounds. That is good enough for me. But the main thing, the man steps up in the playoffs. The man is there in the playoffs when it matters the most. So again, I'm gonna pull a plug, and I think Jimmy Butler is a top 10 player in the NBA as of right now because of what he does, how well he impacts the team. And the people said, "Hey, Gene said this is the worst roster," and hey, he's in the Eastern Conference Finals playing right now with the worst roster. And like I say,
versus
now
the team, coach, that's probably the deepest team.
Probably the deepest team.
There's only 2 teams that are this deep, and it's not an accident they are where they are. It's Denver in the West and Boston in the East. And you got the 8th seed playing the deepest team in the league, and they've already given them a gut punch. Like I said, I think tonight's going to be a tight game. It would not stun me. It would not stun me, Coach, if Miami walked out of there with a victory. It wouldn't stun me.
It wouldn't stun me. And if Miami does walk up out of here with a victory, Boston playing with fire right now because with a raging bull like Jimmy Butler is, the way he's playing, hey, that is playing with fire. And I'll be surprised they even make it out of Miami. I'll be surprised they even make it out of Miami. The way this guy playing.
If they go up 2-0, you know Jimmy, he smells blood in the water.
Oh yeah.
Blood in the water.
And
I think what people underrate about him too, not just that he's a natural scorer when he needs to be, he can get to the free throw line at will. He has an ability to draw contact and play through fouls. He just can draw foul, and they're not flops. I mean, it's him being aggressive. It's him setting you up with a counter to his first move. Jimmy Butler's a problem.
Yep. Jimmy Butler is a problem. Jimmy Butler is a definitely problem, and I definitely do. I do definitely respect that man. I do definitely respect that man as hell. But like I say, I don't know 30 or 20 players you can put over him as of right now. I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
We both agree, like if you factor in playoffs, what you do when it matters most, that Jimmy's top 10, right?
Yep.
I would actually say that if you do it that way, I'd have Jimmy over KD. If you do it that way.
Hey, he's proven. Number one, he's proven with his own squad, actually. With his own squad. I mean, KD had Golden State.
Right. I'm talking about KD the last couple of years.
I know what you're talking about, but over time, I'm talking about with his own squad.
Right.
With his own squad, Jimmy Butler does that. And I wouldn't fight it. I wouldn't even fight the argument. I'm talking about regular season. I mean, he doesn't average. He's not going to average 30 points a game a night. He's going to give you 22 and be an all-star and be an all type of defender. But when it matters the most, I'm gonna bring that in both of them. When it matters the most, you know he's going to show up. You know he's going to get you down. Who you can put over Jimmy Butler in the regular season? Jokic, Joel Embiid in the regular season, Giannis. You can put Giannis over him. You can put AD if you decide to. You can put LeBron in that discussion. You can put LeBron in the discussion. You're gonna put KD in the discussion. Devin Booker, Tatum, Brown, and I like Jimmy Butler
in the playoffs. He outshined just about everybody you said.
Yes, I like Jimmy Butler in the top 8, top 10 overall in the regular season as well. I'll put him down in the regular season as well. But God knows
that argument. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
I'll put him in top 10 as well over Bradley Beal, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard at this point. I'll put him.
Don't get me started on Bradley Beal.
Yeah. Bradley Beal's been stuck. Damian Lillard, you got Damian Lillard in now. You can put it. You want to make a case, put him in now. It ain't his fault that the team is really bad. That the team is
Facts.
really bad. It ain't really his fault. But I still, like I say, will probably take a lean towards Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler
Jimmy
is a
get
better
that dog in him, coach.
He got it, man. He
He
got
get
some
that.
pit bull in him.
There's a lot of guys that are talented, but if you challenge him, some of them wilt. This guy right here, if you challenge him, he's coming right back at you. Like he's got
Oh
that
yeah,
dog in him. He's relentless. I I love that you can see him during the course of a game. He's chirping at Jason Tatum a little bit. He's getting into it a little bit with Broad. Like Jimmy Butler gets into the game and his intensity goes up times 10. I'm just a big fan of. I've always been a fan of his, but I'm a bigger fan of playoff Jimmy. He's a whole nother
yeah.
dude.
I'm a bigger fan of Jimmy because he's from Houston. He's from
Ah,
Houston. He played it.
ah.
He's from
Okay.
Houston. He went to Tomball High School by
You know what? I didn't know that, coach, but I've seen him many times rock cowboy boots. I should have figured it had something to do with where he's from.
Yep. He's from Houston. His mama put him out when he was 12 years old, and his high school coach took him in. And like I say, I'm a big fan of people. I want people from Houston to succeed, and that's why I'm a bigger fan about Jimmy Butler because the man got some. Hey, if he'll hold you accountable too. He ain't gonna let you do what you want to do. He gonna tell you if you playing terrible, he gonna let you know. He'll call you out, and he'll call you out, and you need that fire. You need someone like that that's gonna put a spark in you. You either step up or you either do like Ben Simmons, like you called Ben Simmons soft. I heard him call Ben Simmons soft, and Ben Simmons couldn't respond to it. So other than that, I believe game 2, Boston's going to be playing desperate tonight. I believe Boston wins game 2 tonight. To go to Miami 1-1, 1-1. But other than that, Miami's going to look in and come in here and steal game 2, especially with Jimmy Butler, Keller Martin playing well, played out of his spine last game. Kyle Lowry is even playing better.
You know what, coach? I forgot to mention they're not on his level in terms of talent. But
Yeah.
the rest of those dudes on that roster, Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, Strus, they've all got a little bit of dog in them too. Like they kind of follow his lead, coach. They're kind of relentless. And you're right. I don't think Bam is he might make an all-star team here and there, but I think he's more of a complimentary star. I would say that he's kind of Draymond-ish, but he's a better scorer. But you know what I mean? He's complimentary. He follows the lead of Jimmy Butler, but that team as a whole, we always talk about culture. Part of that culture is Pat Riley likes dudes that get some dog in them.
Yep. And that's what Pat Riley want. If you ain't got no dog in you, Pat Riley don't want you. He don't want you a part of the group. If you're not gonna play defense, if you're not gonna put it all out there, Pat Riley's not gonna have you a part of this team. And that's what this team is all about. Yes, you just got one star up on your team. You got one star up on your team, but all of them guys gonna go out there and compete. And that's why I say that hard work right there is gonna outweigh the talent. The New York Knicks talent. It's gonna outweigh it because yes, New York Knicks were talented in them. They had a better name than them and better talent. But the Heat are a better overall squad. I think they're a better team. They're a better squad for us playing together, playing great defense, being more physical. They're a better team. They actually play better team basketball. And I kind of like that. They got a great coach too, a great hell of a coach. We can't forget about Eric Spoelstra and the championships he won in Miami. And before, LeBron even got there, they were already NBA champs with Dwayne Wade being the comp 1 star alone. So let's not forget that. So at the end of the day, you playing 2 guys, Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra. Matter of fact, 3 guys. You playing a 3-headed monster that know how to win, and that's going to get the best out of the team.
That's my favorite coach all time, man.
I don't disagree with you on that.
I mean that I was talking about Pat Riley.
I don't disagree with you on that. You right. You right about that. I love that. I love it. I don't disagree with you on that at all. So, what does Boston have to do tonight to tie the series?
I think they've got to find a way to stay connected to Miami shooters. These guys are just stepping into open looks. Boston came into the playoffs one of the better defensive teams in the NBA, and if you look at how they struggled against Atlanta, how they struggled in the second round as well, it seems like the basic ball screens in 2-man game, it gives them trouble. And I don't understand that because last year when they went to the playoffs, they were getting in the guys' bodies, their ability to switch and play in space with multiple guys because they could switch everything. They were eating teams alive during ball screen actions, and they're struggling with ball screen actions. And the great thing about Miami is, and this is where Bam comes into play, he's their center, but he's not really a center. He's very unique. He can handle the ball almost like a forward. So he can push the pace, speed things up. He can play in space. When they do a two-man game, his man goes underneath, Bam rim runs, they get a reaction, they kick it out to a shooter, boom. I think the key is they have to stay connected. Robert Williams, I like what he can do for the Celtics in the paint. What Miami is doing, though, is they're making Robert Williams play in space. He can't play in space.
That definitely can. Bam Adebayo playing like a point forward. He's like a point forward that can handle the ball, and he's a very good playmaker. The man is a very good playmaker, underrated playmaker. He can pass the ball and get teammates involved. And like I say, he's not a number one option on a championship winning team, but he's a good secondary piece. He's a good secondary piece that you can use. I'm not going to say he's a Robin. I'm not going to say go that far and say he's a Robin, but he's a good piece that you need. He will make an all-star team, and he will make an all-defensive team as well. He would definitely impact the game on the defensive side of the ball. So it's tough, and he can shoot that outside jump shot and that floater that he shoots in the lane. That's pretty tough as well. So other than that, can't wait to see big game 2 for Boston tonight. Definitely a big game too. So again, can Tatum bounce back? Do you think Tatum can bounce back?
I think he can bounce back. This isn't even about how Miami's guarding him. This is about him and his shot selection and him being consistently aggressive throughout the game. My problem with Tatum at times is too often he just settles for tough jump shots. And when you've got the kind of handle he has and the quickness with that, he needs to get downhill more. He did shoot 11 free throws in game 1, but I thought he should have shot 16 or 17. He had the opportunity to. He lets the defense off the hook too many times by taking that step back. I know that's his go-to move, but sometimes when that's not falling, there's nothing wrong with attacking the rim. Get to the free throw line. I don't care if you have to shoot 20 free throws. It's about finding ways to get your team to a win. They need Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, you never have to question him being aggressive. My only problem with Jaylen Brown is he can be reckless with the basketball. Between the two of them, they had 10 turnovers in game 1. Jaylen Brown has 6 of those, and most of those he forced them by trying to force his way through the paint with multiple defenders. He has to attack, but he's got to pick and choose when he attacks because Miami collapses on any drive. They're going to collapse on any drive. Even though they're a small team, they're an aggressive team. They're a physical team. There's no shortage of guys on Miami that won't step in and take. You know, and I know Kyle Lowry lives to take charges. That's what he does. He'll put a body on the line. Bam will put his body on the line. Gabe Vincent, who I think is underrated. He's a sneaky little defender. Like Gabe Vincent, I think he's outplayed Marcus Smart so far. I mean, and he presents a problem because he's deceptively quick and he's a streaky shooter. When Gabe Vincent is on, that little guy shoots the cover off the ball. So I think Tatum can bounce back, but he's got to stay aggressive throughout the game.
He definitely does. Definitely agree with you up on that one. And the next question may be a little bit of reach, but far as the last question, do you think Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is the closest thing to Kobe Bryant?
Wow, that's a tough one. I'm biased because of Kobe, so but I don't want to put Jimmy Butler down because I'm a huge Jimmy Butler fan. I would say that when you look at what he's working with, and I'm not trying to demean his teammates, I've never seen an 8th seed do what they're doing, and I don't mean like they're not just barely getting by. They're beating teams.
They're beating them.
They're beating the cup. They're beating teams down that are supposed to be championship contenders.
Yep.
And we talk about exposing teams' weaknesses. They're exposing teams with more talent they're exposing their weaknesses. They're outwilling other teams, and that's because of Jimmy Butler. So, look, is he Kobe's equal? No, I don't think you're asking that question being asked. But right
Yeah.
now, if you're looking at what he's done, the impact that he's had, and how he keeps finding ways to take over games, that's
Yep.
something that Kobe Bryant did consistently in the playoffs. So I don't have a problem with the comparison because right now, Giannis, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton couldn't stop him, couldn't slow him down. Matter of fact, when Giannis came back, he scored more points.
Yep.
They get to the next. He scored more points when Giannis came back.
Yep.
They go to the next round against a Knicks team that's supposed to be known for their defense, their team defense. And I thought, okay, they'll slow him down. And when he needed to, they couldn't stop him. He found ways to get baskets. Even when he didn't shoot well, the man got to the foul line 15 times and made all 15 shots. Like, I haven't seen anybody slow him down. And I don't think Boston, if you're going to play him straight up, as good, and look, Jaylen Brown's a good defender. So is Tatum. He's actually a very good defender. But I don't think any one guy on Boston can guard Jimmy Butler. They're going to have to like mix up their coverages, double him at times. And even then, I guarantee you, if it's a tight game, Boston's in trouble.
Yep.
So
That's the last
the
thing
question, I don't think the
say.
question is crazy, Coach. Right now, if Kobe Bryant's looking down, he's loving what he's seeing from Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, like you said, they're not just beating teams. They're not just getting by. They're beating them. I mean, 4-2, 4-1 against the Milwaukee Bucks. They dominate. They dominating. Yesterday's, like the other day's game, they're dominating. They were down by much as 13 points in that game too. They were down by much as 13 points and they came back and they kind of steamrolled the Boston Celtics. So other than that, great show. Mo, tell the people where they can follow you at.
You can find me at Sports Empire Network. Check out the podcast NBA Cypher, and obviously Coffee and Sports in the Morning with you.
Like I say, man, y'all gonna find me on tonight, doing game 2 of this. Y'all gonna find me on later tonight at 10 o'clock, late 8 o'clock, West Coast time. WNBA starting back, Brittany Griner versus Emeka Ogwumike. WNBA season will be tipping off. So, as for your host, Coach Dante, my co-host, Mo Betta, shout out to the Empire Sports Network. And we will see you guys later tonight, guys. Have a good morning.